Hi, I'm Jeff Dixon. Welcome to the American Miracle, where we're looking at the story and the history of America through a spiritual lens and basically answering the question, why is America a miracle? And it is indeed a miracle. You can go back and unpack our previous episodes, and you'll see that we're talking about reasons why that miracle seems to have happened. Today, I want to talk to you about the fact that America is a free nation. See, in my study of scriptures, I've observed that the principles of freedom are united with the basic beliefs of Christianity. America today is a laboratory where those blended principles can develop and become an example to the world. The Bible says, "You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free." That's in John 8:32. Freedom can never be taken for granted in our world. As an independent watchdog organization, Freedom House studies the challenges to democracy and freedom around the world. They discovered that in 2018, their annual report said that only 45% of the world's population lives in nations categorized as free, meaning nations that guarantee free and fair elections, the rights of minorities, freedom in the press, and the rule of law. In fact, the tendency in a fallen world is always to move away from freedom toward tyranny. And so freedom is not a given. And freedom is not the norm. And so the fact that America has been a free nation is nothing short of miraculous. In his 1981 inaugural address, President Ronald Reagan spoke of freedom with these words, and I quote, "No arsenal or no weapon in the arsenals of the world is so formidable as the will and moral courage of free men and women." It's a weapon. It's a weapon our adversaries in the world today do not have. It's a weapon that we as Americans do have. Let that be understood by those who practice terrorism and prey upon thy neighbors. See, America has learned what our repressive and terrorist adversaries don't understand. Liberty without law is anarchy. Liberty to defy law is rebellion. And liberty limited by law is the cornerstone of civilization. Our founding fathers figured that out, and they put into practice an infrastructure that we have been building on for the past 200 plus years. We Americans have tried to export that freedom wherever we've gone in the world. We've tried to share the message of freedom. We've tried to help people around the world understand that freedom is the life that God intends for us to have. America, if nothing else, has become the paradise of human liberty, a great oasis in the trouble, suffering, repression, and tyranny that we see around the world. Our nation is a dramatic explanation point to the assertion that freedom really does work. Now, is that freedom challenged by an erosion of culture? Of course it is. As long-held freedoms come under fire, some Americans, especially those with wealth, are deciding that America is no longer a place to live. And they're picking up their toys and maybe they're running elsewhere. But sadly, our culture also is that ground where we're going to find out just how strong and powerful and freedom is. And for it to work, we have to understand that the freedoms that we enjoy are freedoms that are given by God. And so part of the American miracle is that America is and remains a free nation. History will reveal whether or not we continue to be successful. And each day we have the opportunity to fight for freedom in a world where that is not the norm, and in a world that desperately longs to be free. You're free in America, and that is part of the American miracle. I look forward to joining you next time.